Hi, today I'm going to do a makeup look using some really strong yellow eyeshadow. Now that can be very difficult to wear, so I'm going to show you ways that you can kind of adapt it to suit you. I think I'm just feeling quite inspired by yellow at the moment. I did a Vogue cover recently with really strong yellow eyeshadow, a little bit too strong maybe, a little bit too editorial for today, but just really enjoying yellow. And I bought a yellow coat this week as well, so I'm obviously really feeling yellow. Now you can wear it on its own and make a bold statement, which can be very modern but also quite tricky to wear. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to mix it with neutrals so you get more sculpting and more shape to the eyes, and it's just a little bit more wearable, but you still get the intensity. I have a beautiful model. Her name is Farhana. So I'm actually going to start with eyes first, and we're going to do base afterwards. Just close your eyes, Farhana. And this is just Pro Prime by NARS. So this is primer all over. The yellow I'm going to use is a matte powder eyeshadow, and this is in a primary yellow. This is the hardest type of yellow to wear because it is such a statement. As you can see, because it's a matte powder, I'll need to pat the colour in to start with. It's really good to do this while the primer's still fresh because then it really grips. If you've got dry eyelids, I'd say avoid using this type of pastel yellow in the powder format because it will emphasise any dry patches. In that case, I suggest using a cream texture instead, like this MAC paint pot. So next I'm going to use more of a neutral tone, so something maybe mixing these two, which is sort of a greyish brown and more of a warm brown. And it's really good to mix kind of yellows with these neutrals because it kind of grounds them. Either cooler tone neutrals or something deeper and warmer. It's really dependent on your skin tone. I'm using a nice warm tone, which I think really suits Farhana. So I'm going to finish off the blending of the socket line right at the end of the makeup. Next I'm going to lift up Farhana's brow and apply a thin layer of black liquid liner right at the base of the lashes. And then thicken it up a little. When I get to the outer edge, I'm going to start to just wing that up slightly. I think the black is looking a little stark here against the yellow. So I'm going to go back in with the Coco shade to soften. Whether or not you do this is really dependent on how dramatic you want the final effect and what suits your skin tone and features best. So before I go on to skin, I'm just going to curl lashes. Just look down for me. And then plenty of black mascara. So I've cleaned up skin. I'm just prepping with a little bit of moisturiser. And for base, I'm going to use Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in number 6. And of course, you've got beautiful skin, so you really don't need a lot of foundation at all. In fact, I'm just going to work that in my fingers. I feel like you hardly need any. Lucky. Good genes. Did your mother have beautiful skin? Mother and father?
My mom said when she was a teenager she actually used to have quite a bit of like whiteheads.
Oh, did she? Yeah. Acne? Did you have that?
Not so bad, no.
No, you were lucky.
But yeah, might be from my dad's side.
So now I'm just mixing 2 shades here from my Bobbi Brown palette for under the eyes, just to lift any shadows, particularly when you're wearing this kind of bright yellow. I think if you look dark under the eyes, it almost makes you look ill. And then we can blend that in with the foundation as well. Look up for me, darling. So I'm just going to set with powder. This Bobbi Brown concealer is actually quite creamy, so it needs properly setting. And then on the rest of the face, I'm just going to powder lightly. So I'm just going to go back in and finish the eyes now using these two colours, Moon Dust and Angelic. I'm going to use Moon Dust at the edge of the socket line just to now blend in all those edges. And then underneath, if you just look up for me, I'm not going to use any colour underneath, I'm just going to use this rose gold colour just behind the lashes. I love this colour. And then plenty of mascara on the lower lashes. Look up. So for brows, I'm just going to fill in a tiny bit. Your brows are very natural. You just leave them, you don't pluck them.
Yeah, no. I used to pluck them, but I realized that they're already uneven. And they, I don't know, once you start plucking, I'll kind of.
The more you pluck them, the more uneven they got, and then you had no eyebrows left. So for blush, I'm going to use this colour called Flush, which is a really kind of peachy, pinky, rosy apricot colour almost. I'm just going to take that onto the cheekbones quite softly. It's almost got highlighter built in, so. And then just do a really gentle C shape up around the temple, but really soft up here. And a touch of this bronze highlighter. Oh my god, that's gorgeous on you. That's a very nice colour on you. I love that colour. I'm going to put a little bit of that onto your eyelids, just at the top there. So on to lips. I'm going to keep the lips quite understated so that all the focus is on the eyes. I'm starting with this MAC pencil Whirl, which on for Hannah's skin tone is a really great kind of natural pink. And on top of that, to counteract the completely matte eyes, I'm going to use a shimmery lip balm. And this will really bring life and vitality into the lips. And then to finish off, I just think I need to go back and blend the brown that's in the socket line. I'm actually going to go back in with the highlighter that we used at the end. I think that's a really nice colour for you. Just close your eyes and just blend into those corners there. I think you look very pretty, and it's perfect for this weather because it's actually quite almost spring-like now.
Yeah.